So guys, I want to show you a few different methods of firelighting. I've set up my own little firelighting area, and this is my firelighting kit. It's full of some super cool stuff, and it's a really, really nice day today to be outside in the garden where we're allowed to be. And I want to show you just a couple of different methods. So I've got the good old handy lighters, nice and easy. We don't want to use those. Obviously you all know about matches, hopefully. Again, don't want to use those. You need to be 18 anyway to buy them or to use them. But I want to show you what to do if you haven't got these really handy, useful materials that we would usually use in survival or any kind of scenario where we just want to get a fire going quickly. There's much more fun ways to do it with some different types of tools and resources. So I'm going to start with a little bit of potassium permanganate and some glycerin. Now, these two chemicals can be combined together. This must be done outside, and it must be done with an adult. And some of these materials you can't buy just from the local stores. It's just a bit of fun to show you this one. So put a little bit of potassium permanganate on the tray here. Just using a baking tray, no expense spared, and a little bit of glycerin. And we're just going to mix the two together. And sometimes this can take a while to react, and sometimes it can go up quite quickly, and the two chemicals react quite well together, and they create quite an instant what looks like a jet of fire. So I'm just going to mix those two together. Such a nice warm day today. I hope everyone is keeping clean and safe. Okay, so this is actually potassium permanganate. Is really good to have in your survival tin, not just for firelighting, but if you're out in the jungle or you happen to be an unlucky person that gets a bit of foot rot, athlete's foot, you can use a little bit of potassium in the water, turns the water really light pink, kind of purpley, and it actually treats foot rot, gets rid of the fungus on your foot and anywhere else on the body. Obviously use it carefully and use it with adult supervision. So whilst that's mixed, and I'll let that do its thing, which you'll see shortly what happens. It will literally just set up like a rocket. Really clever stuff. I'll show you some other techniques that we can use. So there's a good old-fashioned little bit of cotton wool. We're going to fluff this up. The reason why we fluff it up, 3 parts to the fire triangle: oxygen, fuel and ignition. And we're trying to get into the oxygen by fluffing this up. So I'm going to fluff it, fluff it, fluff it. And when you do this, make sure you really, really stretch it out. Don't worry if you rip it. Okay, we're just going to put it all together. Put it on your tray, and then you're going to get your flint and steel if you've got one. Just using a standard flint and steel, you can use any one. I've got other types in here as well, nice simple ones. And then you're just going to literally 45-degree angle, thumb behind here. You're going to strike down the rod, and you're going to create a spark directly onto your cotton wool, just like that. Now obviously we're not going to keep that fire going. These are just firelighting techniques. So you may or may not have seen this one. This one's really cool. This one's done with batteries. 9-volt batteries are the best. Now you need to be careful with this one. If you're going to store your batteries in a survival tin, you need to make sure that your batteries are separated from the other material, which is the wire wool. And the wire wool, I've got a load here. Here we go, here we go, it's going, it's going. Woof. How cool is that? Super dangerous, but super good fun if you know what you're doing. Okay. So that was just a little bit of fun to show you. So this is wire wool, and the way that this technique works is the tiny pieces of wire cannot deal with the amount of energy coming out of the battery through it and back into the battery to create a closed circuit, which I'm sure you all know of. So what happens is, as soon as we connect to the circuit, put the positive and the negative together onto the wire, it will just instantaneously combust, and it's super cool. And I like to refer to this as making it look like little dancing ants, glowing orange. So I'm going to do this quite quickly because I don't want to burn my fingers. I'm going to do this quite close to you guys. All we're going to do is connect the positive and negative terminals onto the wire wool, and you'll see it instantly ignite. Now one thing to say is this will only work if you've got a charged battery, obviously, because we're trying to get the energy from the battery into the wire to combust. Are we ready? Look at that. Dancing ants. really, really quick, really good fun, and quite therapeutic to watch it. If you had lots of it, it would go on for ages. It's still burning. Another technique to show you is the good old magnifying glass. So a day like today can work quite well. All we're going to do is we're going to place your newspaper somewhere safe. I'm just going to weigh it down with my knife. It's safe. Okay, now the best bit to burn is the dark print, the black print, because obviously the heat gets into it much quicker than any white. We're going to angle our magnifying glass towards the sun ray, and what you're going to see on the paper, you can just start to see it maybe if I just hold it up to show you. You can see there's like a circle from the sun. We're trying to get that circle to be as perfectly round as possible, and then we're going to move it in, right the way in, until it gets really quite specific in one area. Now you can see it starting to burn really quickly, and this works really well on a really hot day. There we go, we've got fire. There we go, guys, there's a fire. Super, super quick, just from a magnifying glass. I can promise you, just the sun and a magnifying glass. Oh, we've got our fire going nicely, so this is beautiful. So now we've got our fire going, we can get the marshmallows out and start to cook. So those are different techniques. So just to recap, we've got the potassium permanganate, we've got the flint and steel with a little bit of cotton wool, we've got the battery and the wire wool, and then a really good old-fashioned simple technique of the magnifying glass using the sun rays, completely free. So if you're going to have a go at making any fires, please make sure that you're doing it with an adult, you've got permission, and you've got an area that's safe to make a fire so it doesn't spread, and also make sure that you know how to put the fire out.